gonna leave me?
This supposed to be a reservation.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
How y'all doing?
Good to see you. Good.
All right. We're on our way to restoration?
Go to restoration.
I'll meet y'all at Weeksville.
All righty. We'll see you
This is a beautiful day for it. We've had days where it was freezing.
Okay.
But this is a beautiful day to explore our history in this way. So enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you in a little while.
Thank you.
All right.
I want to introduce you to a very special young lady who's in the back, a little incognito. Most of you probably know her if you've ever gone to the Macon Branch Library. She is the librarian there. Her name is Miss Tanaya Gethers, Mrs. Tanaya Gethers. And we are all very blessed to have her today, helping us out and operating as our tour guide. So I'm going to pass out your packets. I'm going to let Tanaya say a little bit about herself and why she's interested in this subject.
So once again, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tanaya Gethers, and I'm one of the librarians at Macon Library, which has been serving the community. This is year 107 since 1907, and as a librarian, particularly being a librarian of African descent, I also consider myself to be a culture keeper, and it's part of the tradition. It starts all the way back to the beginning of libraries, which begins in ancient Egypt or Kemet, where we find the first books, where we find the first written words. And so a part of that also continues with our activism with librarianship as well, where that goes from not only recording our culture and our history and passing that down, but also when countries on the continent were invaded, burying the libraries in the sand so that our culture and our history remained intact. And so I consider myself to be a part of that lineage, a part of that tradition and that activism as well. And I'm so excited because two of our individuals whose grave sites we will be visiting, they also come from the librarian tradition as well. Our Carril-Grumberg, who was not a trained librarian, but we still hold him in, as well as Nella Larson as well, who was a children's librarian. So it's just an honor to be able to be a part of today's tour and to be able to share, not as an authority, we all will be adding and sharing. That's part of our cultural tradition as well, to have, you know, some community involvement, some ujima, collective work and responsibility. So not as an authority, but just to share some of the knowledge that I do know and to learn it as well. So thank you once again. I'm on zipit.com. My oldest daughter would say, Mom, you said enough.